The story begins in the heart of a world in ruins, where desolation reigns. A solitary tree stands. Its roots burrow deep into the cracked earth, desperately seeking water. Its leaves, once lush and green, are now wilted and covered in dust. But despite everything, it glows with a mysterious glow, as if it contains the key to survival. Around him, everything is silence. The once bustling streets are deserted. The buildings collapsed. The sun, veiled by a hazy sky, casts ghostly shadows on the ground. The land is barren. The rivers dry. Hunger and thirst torment the survivors, who wander like ghosts in search of food. But the tree persists. Its emaciated branches stretch towards the sky, like imploring fingers. The symbols engraved on its bark tell an ancient story, a prophecy perhaps. Only the mysterious man, hidden in the lost city, can understand them. There are legends about him. It is said that he has survived all disasters, that he is the guardian of life. Some worship him as a god, others fear him as an unknown force. But everyone agrees on one thing: the tree is their last hope. Every night, adventurers gather around him. They light campfires, share stories, and sing ancient songs. They hope that the tree will guide them towards a better future, towards a world where nature will reclaim its rights. And the tree watches, motionless and silent. Its mysterious glow illuminates their tired faces, instilling a little hope in them. Because in this apocalyptic landscape, it is the only point of life, the promise of renewal. A group of adventurers has formed, driven by a desperate quest to find the ancient tree and the mysterious man who can read it. Their leader, a former soldier named Kale, has assembled a motley crew. There's Njor, a cunning engineer who knows how to fix almost anything. Ren, a silent hunter whose arrows never miss their targets. And finally, Silas, a scholar passionate about ancient languages. They leave at dawn, their bags loaded with meager provisions and hope. Their journey takes them through barren lands, where trees have become sun-bleached skeletons. They face bandits, sandstorms and mutated creatures, but nothing discourages them. After weeks of walking, they finally reach the lost city. Its walls are covered with vines and moss, and its streets are overgrown with vegetation. At the top of a ruined tower, they find the mysterious man, an old man with bright eyes, seated at a desk covered with parchments. This man, named Thalos, spent his life studying the symbols engraved on the ancient tree. He learned the ancient language of the ancients, a language that no one else understands. "The tree is our last hope," Thalos said hoarsely. "Its symbols hold secrets, knowledge that could save this dying world." Kale and his team listen attentively. Thalos tells them how the ancient tree is linked to magic, how it can heal the wounds of the earth and restore life. But there is a price to pay. The tree demands a sacrifice, a personal offering from each adventurer. Njor offers her mechanical arm, Ren his enchanted bow, and Silas his spell book. Kale hesitates. He knows that his sacrifice must be greater, deeper. He remembers his wife, who died of starvation, and his daughter, who never saw a tree in her life. Finally, Kale places his hand on the rough bark of the ancient tree. The symbols light up, and powerful energy flows through it. He feels the earth coming back to life, the rivers flowing again. The ancient tree accepted his sacrifice. Thalos smiled. "You saved the world, Kale, but remember, the tree cannot cure human nature. It is up to you to preserve peace and hope." And so, the ancient tree becomes the heart of a new civilization, a reminder of magic and human responsibility. And Kale, the last guardian of the tree, watches over it with love and devotion.